Okay, so today I'm going to talk you through a transformation of the version of topspin that I've just finished. One disclaimer at the beginning: the version that I'm showing you is well, pretty much my prototype that I've been rebuilding many times. So it's not really the most final version that I'm gonna release online for download, but well, it's got like most of the bits there. If there's some stuff that differs, I'm gonna tell you about it, and I'm so that you remember. But yeah, that's pretty much the physics is the same. It's just the details, like there's some tab in here or some extra feature in here. Like for instance, with that's the weapons that detach. For instance, the weapons they can be attached also in here. I've just drilled it. It's got a normal port in the final version, and I just got a drill. I just drilled it here. Also, there's a tab on this little thing that helps you to untab it, and that also can be utilized with this hole for storing the gun on the back. So bear in mind. Okay, so first things, the guns. The guns, in order to get the guns and the swords there in the out mode, you have the sword holders. You need to slide one of these down, and then I'm just gonna get the swords out. So the way you attach it, it needs to form a thing like that, like a monolith. This is gonna go on the back and form a tail. Make sure that these here they form a straight line, otherwise it's not gonna fit. Like those ball joint thingies, they need to form a line. And then the pegs, they just need to go on the sides, otherwise they're not gonna fit inside the body. They have to be like that, right? And the swords at the end, they need to be attached like that. This is the way it should go, right? Yeah. C1 was more also a sword in progress, so just reusing that. Okay. Second thing, the gun. The gun is pretty much it forms a piece that's gonna fill the cockpits. You'll see that it splits in 4 pieces, and then you got they just attach to each other, and I'm going to show you how. This bit is used to connect the 2 pieces together, and once you got those, you can see that they pretty much, that's self-explanatory. Don't get wrong with that. Just snap that thing with its counterpart. Yeah, and I did go wrong. That's the other way around, I guess. Oh god, no, I think it's that. Yeah, this is the way it goes. And then the one thing that needs to be transformed is that the half of the handle needs to go inside, and this is the way the part is going to look. Okay, you can, yeah, just need to look at those bits here, the way they attach. So once they snap, that's in, that's fine. Okay, and then the other one, same story. I put the tab, then I put the handle in, and then once I do that, yep, that's it. Now, transformation. We need to begin with untabbing the bag. So normally you can just get that thing open. This one's gonna, yeah, this can be a problem. Also, you will need a small screwdriver to transform the figure properly. I didn't really manage to get that everything so loose to get it working. Okay, what we can do, we can start with the hands. The fists need to be tight, and then they go in, and then you can just leave this out, because that's gonna transform like that. the arm. Then second arm, of course the hands need to be straight, but we're gonna get to that in a sec, right? That's one thing. Now the back, there's two huge pins that go inside those cockpit things. You can see them. It's this part here. Okay, this. So you can either put a screwdriver here and just get it out, or you can pretty much take it out if you get it nicely. You see, there's a big tab on one side and on the other side. So two big tabs that go in the holes here. So once we get that, this is also connected to a slider that's going to slide the head. And now, in order to slide the head, we have the same situations as we have with rotor storm, that there's some bits that block the sliding mechanism, and in that scenario, the bits are the arms. The arms, to get them out, you just pull them, and they're on a hinge like that. So once you get the arms out, then you're able to slide the head up and down. So rotor storm had the same situation. There was some tabs that were locking the arms, but once they were in, you could not slide. So you need to do that, okay? Now, once we get that out of the way, we transform the front, just the chest just pops up, okay? You can see the prototyping process here. That's the prototyping process. So the chest, we need to rotate it for a sec. Oh, actually no, we can do it later on. Those three bits move. The bits on the side need to flip inward. The third one is used for locking the whole chest. Okay, so what we can do is transform the up. We can first slide the head down. Okay, once the head is in, we need to make sure the head goes in as much into the belly as possible. You can see that in my prototype video. This is the hole that I needed to get the head as much out as possible, right? So the head needs to go out. Then we need to start getting the cockpits out and around. So they are tabbed on those round bits here. So in order to untab, you just move it away, right? And then you can easily just stretch them up, okay? You see that there's many hinges here. Same story on the other side. You can just roll it out. Don't use too much force, but it should go out easily. So once the thing is out, okay, it's best if you just move one hinge at a time, not just at the end. And so once the thing is out, we need to get those two bits all the way down. And in order to do that, one thing that you need to remove before doing this, those two elements here. See, that's inlets on the shoulders. Well, it is parts forming, but that's really a last minute addition to the figure. If you don't want it, you can just lose it, and there's no parts forming there. It just looks a little bit less IDW. So now you flip the chest up, you move the arm inward, you move this bit down, and then arm back. Then you move the arm inward, flip the part down, arm back, and then what we can do, side leaves of the chest need to go in, and the whole chest needs to rotate like that. At this point, we can also get the chest locked. This is the difference between that prototype and the final version. With the final version, the chest, you have also two tabs in here and here. And those two tabs, they lock in here in order for the chest not to slide up and down. And the whole process of getting the thing locked, and the second tab is this hole here. It will lock onto that ridge. So in order to do that, it depends on the tightness of your figure. You can either just slide it in. If it doesn't lock, if it just misaligns, then what you can do is, oh yeah, see, it should lock like this. If you have a problem with that, you can take out the landing gear and then just use the screwdriver and then just get it tightened up, right? So, and then it just sits here. 4 tabs are locked like this, and the other one, it will hold it like this, okay? Now, then here this thing is gonna make a form the cockpit, but that's gonna happen in a sec. And then what we can do, we just yeah, spin the legs around and rotate them, because this is their final pose, right? You get a thing like that, and then we can move the arms up because this is where you're gonna sit, just to limit the mess, okay? Now, with the cockpits, what you need to do is they need to get into position like this, and this bit sits like this here. This second hinge goes here. Then the third one goes all the way to the front. Okay, so it goes like this. And then the last one, you need to lower down and just make it like that. Okay, at the end, this bit here, just push it down. So this section comes down, this section locks in, kind of. And this thing is sorted out, right? It looks like this on the inside. Second section, I'm going to show you from this side. So this bit all the way up here, right? And then we turn this bit around, down to the bottom, and then just make it horizontal. And then at the end, squeeze that down. And we got both of the sections ready. And we can pretty much form the front, which is, oh yeah, one more thing that's I forgot to do before forming the front. There's a locking tab here, so in order to get it out, just need to get it from here. Okay, see, out. Now what we do now, so the whole front, well, the cabin goes into like this. The tabs that were in the body, they need to rotate 180 degrees up, so they are facing outwards, right? You see here. Okay, facing outwards, right? This bit outwards, outwards. Now this bit here, it goes first, so it needs to lock on this tab, on the tab that we pulled out from the crotch. Okay, so now see, it's attached. And then what we do, we get the sides to hold the center section that's locked, and then we use those tabs here to get all the things together. Okay, see? Sorry, I'm gonna show you the final result. I have to look. Okay, that's good. So at the end, we're gonna get a thing like that. Okay, locked. No, everything's stiff, everything's holding together, and the idea is that those tabs, they go in those holes, and also this flat bit, see here, yep, this one, it will go here. Okay, so if something is misaligned, oh yeah, see, that's why I told you to look out in transformation. I just broke this bit. So everything is designed in a way that it should align. If it doesn't align, it means that you have to fiddle around with those bits. Okay, And once we get that done, okay, it will go in like that. See? One second bit. I just need to get that thing ready. It goes in and snap, and everything is there. Okay, this is what you're going for. Everything is tight. Everything it's in its place. Okay. And now, actually, I think we can put. No, we're gonna put the arms. Okay. So now the thing about the arms is that the one of the pieces is gonna go inside here. So what you need to do is just need to rotate this bit like that, and it's gonna sit here. Then same story, like that, up, and then yeah, it just goes in. The body piece is broken as well, so as you can see, this is heavily exploited copy of the topspin. And then once you have the arms should be straight in every joint, so they just sit nicely. There's the only thing holding them in is just the joints, so you need to get it aligned in order to have it properly. And now we got pretty much the upper section and the front ready. Okay, and we need to deal with the legs. So yeah, okay, you could also do the legs earlier. I've just preferred it this way, but okay, legs. So heels in, and then the foot just collapses and it just sits like that on both sides. Then what you need to do, you need to open the flaps, right? And there's two small tabs in here, like with rotor storm, and you need to get those two out. Correction, down, meaning unlocked. Okay, and that's done. Second thing you need to do, you need to open the thighs, and the same with rotor storm. Okay, I'm just gonna bend one of the legs for the time being. So there's a tab in here that helps to open it. Yep, and just opens on the side. And then the second one you need to align with the hole on the inner side of the knee. Once you do that, it opens. Okay, we got that done. And then there's the second thing that's problematic. That's the knee insert. You open the front bit, and then you need to get that whole knee insert. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm gonna do the knee insert first, sorry, and then I'm gonna untap it. I just don't have the light to show you how it works. Okay, the knee insert, yeah, those two pieces, you just push them out. Okay, and then once you bend the knee, you roll them out like this. Out, yeah, also broken. You can see around, combine it back together, and then just hide them in here, right? It should sit nicely, and then the whole knee section, it will cover it properly in position like that. Okay, so once we got the thighs again opened, all right, it's open now. The whole section, this one, the knee needs to go as much in as possible. Oh yeah, sorry, this thing collapses. That's kind of an obvious thing. The knee collapses here, and then what you do is like you pull this bit out, but you have to rotate this one. Okay, so yep, rotate it, and then you get a situation like this. So Also, there's a hole, a long hole here, and a rail on the side. You can see the rail. I'm gonna show you. Yes, sir. There's a rail here, and it just needs to go in there, right? Okay, so and once it goes in there, see? Okay, so this one, this bit. Okay, so maybe you just leave that for the end. Once everything is tight, then you can just, you know. So once it's aligned, it's gonna look like that. This cover to the front, and then it's gonna go inside the arm, right here, you see. One thing I forgot to tell you, the flap here, you need to open it before you insert the leg in, okay. Just gonna deal, and then once you do that, you use it as a cover and it lines up, okay. And then the last thing, you flip that back, and this is what you're gonna get, right? Second knee, knee cover up, this to the front. Make sure the tab in the back is open, okay. So I'm losing the lights, sorry guys. The tab is open so you can rotate the knee. Once you got that working, right, then you can open that bit to the sides, okay. Bring it to the front and just gently get it out, close it again, okay. Once you have that done, you can put that here and roll the cover over, lock the leg, open the flap on the top, okay. And now with the second leg and with the cockpits aligned to the front, remember that, we need to get that again, open the thigh so that it bends, right, remember about it, right, open, then here it's aligned and it's just gonna go out. So this bit, it's just gonna rotate. This bit is gonna rotate this way and this is gonna go this way. And now with the second leg, what you need to remember is that those two pieces need to interlock as well. So just get everything prepared, and then once you wanna, it's just gonna go. It's easy. It's actually even too loose. And then at the end, see the flap opened. So the knee covers, just get them like that, for instance, and then that bit down. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, and then the flap on top. And of course, finally, I forgot one thing, but I'm going to show that at the end. Close the flaps here, and then we got the wings on the bottom. Okay, and this is the overall view of the jet mode. This is how it's going to look. Right now, one thing, if you want to use the swords as a tail, you need to get them in this position. They can be sticking out. Everything here needs to be nicely aligned. Yeah, the swords are bent, but that doesn't matter. The thing here needs to be nicely aligned. I'm talking about those two surfaces. They need to be aligned. We're gonna have to get the arms out again, but that's just a 2-second job. So get the arms out, the flaps, the arms. Oh, we got the X-wing look. And then you just need to get that in. It is painful and time consuming, but it can be done and it looks great. So just, you know, take your time with it. And yeah, see, now it's just those two bitsies sticking out, and once they're in, they fill the top. So arms in, and then wings back up. Okay, and we got it. And this is the look that you're going for, the end result. Okay, two more things, parts forming or not. The inlets were designed, well, you just need to remove them during the transformation anyway. So what you can do is you can put them here. They just, you know, make some more diverse look. Well, make the figure move. It doesn't matter. Okay, so they go on the sides. And then the last bit, the fillers, the guns, whatever. So as you can see, there's a roundish section here that needs to be filled up, and there's also a section that here that needs to fill up. This is how you're gonna recognize the filler. It just goes in here and just needs to get squeezed in. I think it's better to do that once the nose is not locked in, but as always I forgot to do that. See? Then this one here, everything is filled up. Same story on the other side. This roundish bit goes to the front, and that bit goes to the top. And that's just gonna fill it around with it, and just should squeeze in. But it's got really a couple of points that you can kind of, you know, create friction and things that can stand in the way. So you just need to get the proper alignment of that so you don't break anything. Okay, see, I got one pin out in here, and this is stopping the whole thing from getting in. Nice and clean. Last thing, I've modified the nose sections so that they can slide out, just to get the proportions of the jet better, so they can slide out. And once you do that, you can get, you know, the whole thing to kind of look like this. Okay. And last bit that you need to know about the landing gear. The landing gear is a 3-point landing gear, and the way it was designed that you have a one part in the back like this, and there's 2 parts stored in here inside the leg, and that's what you need a screwdriver for, to get it out. Yeah, just get one bit out, then the second one. And once you get it out, see, you just pull it, and then it just locks itself kind of like that. When the whole thing is tight, it works good. If you just make it too loose, it's just gonna, but still, last minute changes. landing gear. Okay, so once you do that, you should have a 3-point landing gear. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it should be able to support your whole jet. I don't know what that's like, kind of twisted up, right? And that's it. You got the whole thing transformed.